Hey y'all, I am Daniel Aaron, and I am delighted to be here with you today, your roving reporter into consciousness. And thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. I got some yoga information for you today, that brand, that flavor of consciousness study or development. And I am in Shelburne Falls, Massachusetts. I just took a vinyasa class with Kate, and it's her place here, quite an amazing place. Brought me back to some of my roots. I did some Kripalu training years ago. And my tip for you today, suggestion, possibility, something to consider, is in the value of learning. That's one of my core values, and I'm guessing for most of you it's a core value also, learning, growing, developing, expanding, understanding more. And my tip for y'all in yoga class, and especially for those of you who are more advanced or ambitious in your yoga practice, and I know that's a lot of you, and I can totally relate. I have loved going to the extremes in the yoga asana realm. The tip is do just what the teacher tells you. Makes it so simple. Just exactly, of course, the best you can. If they say levitate, I'm not always able to lift myself up. And one of the ways I got this lesson was really awesome. I was in a yoga conference in New York City, almost 20 years ago. And it was a class that was taught by Rodney Yee, who's one of my favorite teachers. And he might be like my height or even a little less tall than me, and y'all can't see my height, but I'm like 5'9" or something, 5'8". And it was a class of maybe 300 people, like lines and lines and lines all the way back in a big hotel conference room. And he's going through the class, and of course he's on a microphone, and so a lot of time I'm like facing forward like a good yogi, my feet together, a drishti ahead, and I don't know where he is. And then I hear him say, like, the tone changes, and I hear him say, what I do when I go to a yoga class is exactly what the teacher tells me. That way, I might learn something. And it was like that moment of like, oh, I hope he's not talking to me about me. Was I doing something out of line? And just then I sort of like sense and I feel, and he's just over here, like 3 people over, and he's standing in front of this woman who's like Amazonian, beautiful, tall yogini, and she must have been like a full foot taller than him, and he's standing there looking up at her. And then the class went on. I thank her because I got the lesson from him at her expense in some way. I don't know actually how she felt about that. It's just, my projection, my hallucination is if I were her, I would have been frightened, scared, embarrassed. Well, come to think of it, I was frightened, scared, and embarrassed, and I wasn't even there in her shoes. In any case, y'all, his point is a good one. When we do what the teacher says to the best of our ability, and not that this is the only way or the right way, it gives us a chance to do something different than what we normally do. And try it on and see if it's helpful, see if it works, see if just changing out of our normal for a spell could be good. It might be a way to break the spells. And that's it for me for now, y'all. Yoga is done for the morning, or more accurately, asana is done, and yoga continues. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daniel Aaron, and I'll see you soon.